So welcome back to the show. We've got a young man who is not a scientist, right?
No, go to school for chemical engineering.
Future chemical engineer. What's your thoughts on? Are you inventing something right now? You got a thought on what's going to make the world a better place?
Probably like nuclear energy.
You think we should stick with that?
Yeah, probably transition into low pressure reactors instead of the fast breeding reactors that we have.
What about hydrogen? That's the most prevalent material on the planet, and if you make hydrogen hydroxide out of the H2O from the air, it's almost a perpetual energy.
That's really hard to do. If you try capturing hydrogen, that's like nearly impossible to do.
I've got friends that are doing it.
It's quite hard to do.
They grab the H2O from the atmosphere. They grab the water from the atmosphere. They extract the hydrogen.
It takes more energy to do that than what you get out.
Right.
It's very hard to get more energy than what you put in. But
Correct.
with nuclear, if you do salt-based reactors, then it's actually a high heat, not fast breeding reactors that doesn't create plutonium, and you can throw your plutonium in there and then it actually continues the reaction. That's something that's more sustainable.
Okay, that sounds good.
We know about.
Well, let me ask you something. We're talking nuclear. It's a very dangerous substance, obviously, plutonium. What about the 200,000 gallons of radioactive water that's flowing out into the Pacific from the
Fukushima.
Well,
actually, that's still quite bad. They actually have plutonium at the bottom of the ocean that they can never get.
Right.
Because it destroys robots, the beta particles. But the thing about the salt reactors is you can take that plutonium and you put it in there, and it makes it more safe. It gives you a lot of products that you can actually utilize in the medical field and for other purposes.
But if we have more problems like we're having with Fukushima, how do you say it? Fukushima. I have to
find. But that's the point. Like, this is a reactor that will get rid of your waste.
Okay.
So then you can throw your waste in there to start the reaction, and it lasts about 30 years, and you can bury it. You don't need water to cool it off.
Oh.
You do a gaseous space cooling.
Very nice. And are you making those now?
No, a lot of research has stopped on that. They made them in the 70s, and basically the nuclear atomic energy just like shut it down the whole.
Why would they do that?
Because they had all their money invested in fast breeder reactors, and it doesn't create bomb grade plutonium.
Again, it all comes down to money and greed.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of companies will buy a company and shut them down, because it's conflicting with their company.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the Mark I reactors, they have these rods that stop the reaction from going on, coming in from the bottom. So that's the big issue. You want it to come in from the top, because if it does that, you don't have that much of a gap to stop this very hot fuel from burning through.
Okay.
Compared to having these rods come in from the top. That's actually a really big issue with these Mark I reactors. There's still a few that are being used, but those all create bomb-grade plutonium.
So, I thought they were using plutonium for the reactor. They're making plutonium?
It makes plutonium, yeah, because you have a mixed pellet of U-235 and U-238, and also there's like plutonium-based pellets as well, and you have to extract that in order to use it. And yeah, it's not a good process. But if you have a reactor that takes the spent fuel and makes it into non-bomb grade material,
right,
then I feel like that's a better way to go, because we already have so much of it.
And they put nuclear reactors in submarines.
Yeah. And
for 10 years you've got an engine with fuel.
Well, there's a big problem with that one as well, because a ton of them leak into the ocean.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
They didn't really... The people that made it knew what they were doing, but it was kind of like, what's the better of two evils at that time? Russia, U.S., or like Nazi Germany, U.S.?
I just got a feeling that, our progress might be our detriment, because if we have more Fukushima's. We're going to pollute our oceans. We're going to pollute our atmosphere. We're going to...
Oh, the ocean's still polluted.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't
The
eat
Pacific's done. It's toast.
I wouldn't eat any fish from there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's one of the biggest oceans on the planet.
Yeah.
And it's toast.
Yeah.
And no one's talking about it. And no one's doing anything.
Yeah. People are saying, oh, it's fine now. Actually, a lot of fish populations have dwindled because of it. And you find, if you go fishing out there, you'll find fish with
Mutations.
cancers, tumors.
Yeah, mutations. It's terrible. But
the half-life of plutonium is 20,000
can we
years.
ever solve that problem?
No.
We can't solve it. So just one nuclear accident ruined one of our oceans.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have a couple more eventually.
Well,
It's
they
only-
need to get rid of all the Mark I reactors. That's the problem. It has a faulty design, and they know it, and they're not getting rid of it. Like GE is the one that made it.
And to accept responsibility is going to cost them money.
Oh, billions.
Billions. And that would hurt the stock price. And
Yep.
investors get hurt. So you're going to pollute
The
our
company's not worth enough to clean up everything.
This is terrible. Terrible news. This is an uplifting show. And unfortunately, this is a very downtrodden...
Well, that's why you go to these other reactors that can actually minimize this. Because what's in the ocean already, you can't get out. Because if a robot goes down there, the beta particles are going to destroy it. If you make a hardened microprocessor with diamond, then you can do it. But there's no such thing that exists yet.
Well, would you please invent one?
I don't know that much about microprocessors.
Sounds like you know a lot.
Not enough.
Enough to be dangerous, that's what they say?
Lightweight.
So what's your goal in life?
Just finish school.
Finish school?
See how that goes.
It's a small goal. That's a good one.
Yeah, little goals at a time.
Long-term goal is to... I got a feeling you should really save the world because we're in big trouble.
Well, first you need your degrees or else nobody listens to you.
Right, exactly.
They won't give you money to do the proper research.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, so little goals that will make big strides later.
Well, where'd you graduate from?
Oh, I haven't graduated.
Oh, you haven't graduated?
No. I'm going to school now.
Where?
Santa Monica College in UCLA.
Okay. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Please save the world from nuclear disaster.